The man pointed at his forehead provocatively. Then he picked up the bow and arrow from the ground, broke it in half, and claimed that the bow was too weak. At this point, the soldiers on the city wall were completely enraged. They shot another arrow, but it was broken by the woman behind the man with her bow and arrow. The soldiers realized that this group of people were not ordinary people. He immediately ordered his men to be on guard. To avoid conflict, the soldier then led a cart of grain out of the city gate, telling them to eat their fill and leave immediately. At this point, the man's brother realized they had been mistaken for beggars. Both sides nearly came to blows, but the man's expression remained eerily calm. The soldier had no idea that this man he had looked down upon would soon become the most legendary general. The man's name was Tom. The story begins with the recent war that ravaged the city. To protect his hometown and its people, the 21-year-old Tom formed his own army and engaged in battle with the enemy forces. However, the two sides were vastly unequal in strength. After several skirmishes, Tom's army was nearly wiped out. With no other choice, Tom brought his brother to seek refuge with his former friend Jerry. Unexpectedly, they were mistaken for refugees by the soldiers on the city walls. Not only were they not allowed to enter the city, but an arrow was fired at Tom. In order to meet Jerry, Tom accepted the food but did not leave. Instead, he camped outside the castle for 3 days, before Jerry finally agreed to meet them. Tom realized that Jerry was no longer the same friend he once knew, so he deliberately gave Tom a difficult task. He ordered the man to lead a force of 800 men to raid the enemy's supply of grain for their 5,000-man army. He thought this would scare Tom off, but Tom replied that he only needed 500 men. Tom then led 500 soldiers and ambushed the enemy on their inevitable route. As the enemy gradually advanced into the valley, Tom gave the order, and immediately dozens of fireballs rolled down from both sides of the hillside.